Welcome. Today we dive into the heart of China's naval power in 2025, a story of ambition, technology, and shifting global influence. We'll explore the impressive fleet China has built, focusing on its rapidly advancing aircraft carrier program. Our journey takes us from shipyards to open oceans, revealing the strategic thinking behind this unprecedented naval expansion. We'll break down the backbone of the People's Liberation Army Navy, or PLAN, examining its modern warships and their roles. China's shipbuilding has transformed the PLAN from a coastal force into a true blue-water navy. We'll analyze how these technological leaps are closing the gap with established naval powers. Why is China investing so heavily in its navy? We'll uncover the strategic imperatives, from securing trade routes to asserting territorial claims. Set sail with us as we chart the rise of China's naval might. What sets China's Navy apart in 2025 is the speed and scale of its transformation. In just 2 decades, the PLAN has become the world's largest navy by ship count, thanks to massive industrial capacity and investment. China is building a balanced fleet: destroyers, frigates, submarines, amphibious ships, and a growing carrier force. This versatility allows the PLAN to handle everything from high-intensity combat to humanitarian missions. Technologically, China has moved from importing outdated systems to fielding advanced, homegrown radars, missiles, and combat management systems. The PLAN is designed for both regional dominance, especially in the South China Sea and around Taiwan, and global power projection. This dual focus makes China's Navy a unique and formidable force on the world stage. At the forefront of China's rapidly expanding Navy are the formidable Type 055 destroyers, massive state-of-the-art warships equipped with some of the world's most advanced radar systems and a vast arsenal of vertical launch missiles. These ships are designed to serve as the backbone of China's surface fleet, capable of tracking and engaging multiple threats simultaneously, from enemy aircraft to incoming missiles. Supporting them are the versatile Type 052D destroyers and the reliable Type 054A frigates. These vessels are the workhorses of the fleet, offering multi-mission capabilities that range from air defense and anti-ship warfare to anti-submarine operations. Their flexibility allows the Chinese Navy to respond to a wide variety of threats and missions, both near and far from home waters. For operations closer to shore, the smaller Type 056 corvettes play a crucial role. These agile ships are optimized for coastal patrols, anti-piracy missions, and safeguarding China's maritime interests in littoral zones. By handling these tasks, they free up the larger destroyers and frigates for blue water operations and long-range deployments. Beneath the waves, China fields a growing fleet of submarines, both nuclear-powered and diesel-electric. The stealthy Yuan-class AIP submarines are designed for quiet patrols and surprise attacks, while the strategic Type 094 ballistic missile submarines provide China with a credible sea-based nuclear deterrent, ensuring second strike capability. The amphibious fleet has expanded rapidly in recent years, led by the impressive Type 075 helicopter carrier and the versatile Type 071 transport docks. These ships are essential for projecting ground forces across the sea, enabling large-scale amphibious assaults and rapid troop deployments, capabilities that are especially significant in scenarios involving Taiwan or other regional flashpoints. Beyond combat, these modern warships are also vital for global humanitarian and disaster relief missions. They can deliver aid, evacuate civilians, and provide medical support during crises, showcasing the Navy's growing role in international peace and stability. China's relentless pace of warship production is unmatched, with new vessels rolling out of shipyards at a record rate. This ensures the fleet remains modern, flexible, and ready to meet emerging challenges on the world's oceans. The PLAN's diverse mix of surface combatants and submarines gives it a potent, multi-layered maritime force capable of operating across the full spectrum of naval warfare, from coastal defense to power projection far from China's shores. Each class of warship is meticulously designed for specific roles, but together, they form a cohesive, formidable navy that can adapt to any mission or threat. This remarkable transformation is not only reshaping the balance of power in Asia, but also signaling China's arrival as a major global maritime power. China's aircraft carriers are the centerpiece of its naval ambitions, representing a dramatic transformation in the country's maritime strategy over the past decade. Once focused mainly on coastal defense, China now aims to project power far beyond its shores, and its carrier program is at the heart of this shift. The journey began with the Liaoning, a Soviet-era carrier acquired and refitted by China, which served as a vital training platform for the Navy to master carrier operations. Building on this experience, China launched the Shandong, its first domestically built carrier, which features significant improvements in design, technology, and operational capability. The real leap forward is the Fujian, China's third and most advanced carrier. Unlike its predecessors, the Fujian is equipped with electromagnetic catapults, allowing it to launch heavier, more capable aircraft and operate a wider variety of planes, including next-generation fighters and support aircraft. The Fujian's Kato-bar system marks a technological milestone, bringing China much closer to the capabilities of U.S. supercarriers. This system expands the carrier's operational range, increases sortie rates, and enhances overall combat power, making the plan a more formidable force at sea. The carrier air wing is also evolving rapidly. The J-15 fighter currently forms the backbone of carrier aviation, but the upcoming stealthy J-35 promises to bring advanced capabilities, including reduced radar signature and improved avionics. The addition of the KJ-600 early warning aircraft will further boost the fleet's situational awareness and command and control. These carriers serve as mobile air bases, enabling China to project air power, provide regional deterrence, and extend its influence across the world's oceans. They can support a range of missions, from humanitarian assistance to high-intensity combat operations. In a crisis, these floating fortresses could establish air superiority, conduct long-range strikes, and support amphibious operations far from China's coastline, fundamentally altering the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region. The carrier program is a long-term investment, signaling China's intent to become a dominant maritime power. Each new carrier represents not just technological progress, but also a statement of national ambition and strategic resolve. With every new carrier launched, the plan's reach, flexibility, and capabilities continue to grow, reshaping the future of naval power in the 21st century. China's naval modernization is powered by cutting-edge technology. Advanced AESA radars on ships like the Type 055 provide superior detection and tracking, while new missiles like the YJ-18 and hypersonic weapons extend the plan's strike range. Submarines are quieter thanks to air-independent propulsion, and anti-submarine warfare is improving with better sonar and patrol aircraft. Networked combat systems fuse data from ships, aircraft, and sensors, enabling real-time coordination and rapid decision-making. This digital backbone turns the fleet into a cohesive, lethal force. China's tech leap is closing the gap with the world's top navies. By ship count, China's navy is now the world's largest, boasting a rapidly expanding fleet that reflects the country's growing ambitions on the global stage. In just a few years, China has launched dozens of new warships, signaling its intent to become a dominant maritime power. Yet the U.S. Navy still leads in overall tonnage, global reach, and operational experience. American warships are generally larger, more heavily armed, and designed for sustained operations far from home waters, giving the U.S. a unique ability to project power worldwide. America's 11 nuclear-powered supercarriers outclass China's 3 conventionally powered carriers in size, range, and air wing capacity. These floating air bases can launch more aircraft, operate longer without refueling, and support a wider range of missions. U.S. carrier crews have decades of operational experience, having participated in countless real-world missions, joint exercises, and crisis responses across the globe. This is a critical edge China is still working to match, as its carrier program is relatively new, and its sailors are still gaining vital experience in complex operations. In submarine warfare, the U.S. fields an all-nuclear fleet, fast, stealthy, and global, capable of remaining submerged for months and striking anywhere on Earth. In contrast, China relies on a mix of nuclear and diesel-electric boats, which are effective in coastal and regional waters but have more limited endurance and range. These submarines are best suited for regional operations, especially in the South and East China Seas, where China seeks to assert its influence. The U.S. maintains a qualitative edge in undersea warfare and global power projection, thanks to advanced technology, superior training, and a vast network of overseas bases. However, China's geographic focus allows it to concentrate forces in the Western Pacific, supported by land-based missiles, aircraft, and surveillance systems that create a formidable anti-access zone. China's shipbuilding industry outpaces America's by a wide margin, producing new warships at an unprecedented rate and fueling the rapid expansion of the plan. This industrial might enables rapid fleet growth and modernization, allowing China to field increasingly advanced ships and technologies each year. The plan's rise is forcing the US and its allies to rethink strategies, invest in new capabilities, and strengthen partnerships throughout the Indo-Pacific region. The naval balance in the Indo-Pacific is shifting, with both sides racing to develop new weapons, tactics, and alliances to secure their interests. This dynamic competition is fueling a new era of rivalry, raising tensions and uncertainty across the region. The world is watching closely as these two giants shape the future of maritime power, with consequences that will echo far beyond the Pacific. China's naval buildup is driven by strategic, economic, and nationalistic goals. Securing sovereignty over Taiwan and the South China Sea is paramount, with the Navy central to deterring US intervention. China's economy depends on sea lanes for trade and energy. A strong navy protects these vital routes. Building a blue water fleet reduces reliance on the US for maritime security and addresses historical grievances from the century of humiliation. Aircraft carriers and global deployments project national prestige and confidence. The plan also supports China's expanding global interests, from protecting citizens abroad to humanitarian missions. Ultimately, the Navy is Beijing's tool for securing its future and reshaping the global order. The South China Sea is the plan's main theater, where it enforces territorial claims and backs up artificial island bases. Chinese warships and Coast Guard vessels maintain a constant presence, asserting control and deterring rivals. Beyond the region, planned task forces operate in the Indian Ocean, through the Strait of Malacca and as far as Africa and Latin America. Overseas bases like Djibouti support these distant missions, giving China a global logistics foothold. The plan's anti-piracy patrols and port visits showcase its expanding reach and diplomatic ambitions. China's growing presence is reshaping maritime security, challenging the US and its allies. The world's oceans are now a contested domain, with the plan as a major new player. This global expansion marks a new era of naval competition and strategic uncertainty. China's shipyards are churning out new warships at a relentless pace, with more advanced destroyers, carriers, and submarines on the way. The plan is investing heavily in training, building a professional, technically skilled force ready for complex real-world operations. Longer deployments and realistic exercises are forging experienced crews, vital for global missions. The rise of the plan is reshaping the strategic landscape, challenging US maritime supremacy and prompting a regional arms race. Allies like Japan and Australia are adapting, investing in new capabilities to maintain balance. The world is adjusting to a new reality. China's navy is large, modern, and strategically ambitious. Its continued growth will redefine maritime security and alliances for decades to come. Stay informed and vigilant as this story unfolds on the world's oceans.